So this year I've been working on a couple of main things. The first one has been the pop-up union, making sure that the full-time officers are out in Alex Square talking to students about the issues that really matter, getting those campaigns out, but also listening to students and what they care about. The second one is accessibility. We all love our campus, but some of us aren't able to get around properly, and that's because the university just aren't doing enough. So I've pushed and pushed, and we managed to get a load of funding which we're now seeing kicking into action. There's been a full audit of campus, and they've finally started work improving our space so that everyone can get around. We've also got Spine. Everyone loves the Spine, but I've pushed to make sure that all the works will be done by the time students come back for Welcome Week in 2018, and they've held for that. And really happy to say that when you get back in October, the works will be complete. And finally is our strategic review of the Students' Union. I've been chairing the steering group for that, and basically it's all here to make sure that we're doing the best that we can in the long term to serve you, our members.
So this time I've done loads of work with the academic reps. I've ran rep training days, which were really helpful for improving rep skills. I've done a students' education conference which brought some really big topics to Lancaster, included free speech debate, speakers from the NUS, and that was really good. And we just recently passed a lecture recording policy which solidified the union stance on constantly fighting for lecture recordings for students whose education it will really benefit. And hopefully in the future I'm hoping to champion some individual student issues, which has included everything from downscaling in some departments to joint honours students who are having some major issues with studying abroad. So
Hi, so this year I've been working on quite a few things. I started off the year with Black History Month in October, which was a big success. Been working with Laura, the VP Comms, on Sports Welfare Initiative. So we're tackling men's mental health on campus within sports teams and implementing welfare ambassadors with the different sports teams so that it could be better supported. Also this time been working on a community event which is today. It's the Black Panther community event, so there'll be families and local people as well as students for a big premiere on campus. And also be working on a careers event as well, tackling employment discrimination for BME students.
So this term I ran a Mindfest as part of the Ground Minds campaign, and also as part of the Roses run-up to Roses campaign. It was a great success. Over 500 people were engaged in that event, and everybody really loved the giant inflatable that we finally got out. I've also recently written a mental health support policy which will tackle the lobbying the university for better space for mental health support and for training for all members of staff, as well as helping union staff become more aware and lobby the university further with that. Later on in the term I will be running a media conference, and we're going to have loads of external speakers and workshops, and anyone who is interested in a career in media should get down. Actually that'd be a really fun event.
So some of the things I've been working on this year include changing the way we delivered officer training for our elected officers, our part-time officers and college JCR executives, and changing the way they had support given to them throughout the year and not just in a 2-day conference at the start in January, meaning that they feel better equipped to be able to campaign and deliver what they need to throughout the year for all of their members. One of the things we're proud about is around our elections and the quality of candidates and amount of candidates staying above 20 again, especially with all positions being contested and with the amount of votes being cast going up significantly. Those two things were great. And lastly, something quite personal to me and something I'm proud of was the work we did very early on in the year around Islamophobia Awareness Month and the events that the Women Plus Forum and the Islamic Society helped us put on, especially with Prayer in the Square, which was something great to organise and something I'm really proud about.
So one of my main focuses throughout this year has been around the university's review of sport, which at this time of filming will be tomorrow. At the time of the AGM it will have already happened. So a lot of my focus around that has been making sure that student voice and student interest is always heard at the heart of the sports review. One of the other main things I've been working on is Roses, which happened 2 weekends ago. That was a massive success. It couldn't have gone any better and was of course a great win for Lancaster. In terms of societies, I've been working with the Societies Committee and the staff to identify areas for society development, improving funding applications. And as well as that, I've been also working with the college JCRs around preparations for their annual competitions, be that Fylde County Cup, Warriors, Patriots and Founders.
The Students' Union Trustee Board has been doing some great things this year. I'm just going to talk you through a couple of them. So the strategic review has been there to make sure that the union is doing the best it possibly can for you as our members, to make sure you really get the most out of your Lancaster experience. We've also invested a load of money in Roses to make sure the event could be as big and successful as it was. It was really great fun. I hope everyone here managed to enjoy it as much as I did. We also put £20,000 into Grad Ball to make sure we could get big names at an affordable ticket cost for students. We managed to get bigger names than last year at a more accessible location so that students wouldn't have to pay for transport, and that was thanks to the money that the trustee board put in. The final thing that we've done is the board review, looking at the way the board works and making sure that it's as effective as possible when it's making those decisions. Don't forget, if you want to be a trustee, the student trustee applications are open now. Now time for the bit you've all been looking forward to, the finances. So, this year the Students' Union took a 2% reduction in its block grant that we received from the university. This was due to what the university have called an austerity year, and was something that was felt by all the departments across campus. However, we were determined to continue to provide the opportunities and services that we do for our members. That meant that we had a roughly £200,000 deficit budgeted for the year. But thanks to the amazing work from our teams in Living and the Sugar House, we've managed to get that projected loss down to around £70,000. Don't forget to take a look at the numbers if you want to see what they are exactly. But we're really proud of the work that everyone's done, and we're really proud that we've managed to continue to provide everything we do for you.